Ah, boys and girls, you cats out there, YouTube land, this is it. This is what we've been waiting for. NOMA Super Speedway Series coming at you. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies, coming at you here on a Monday night. Getting your work week started out with a bang right here. Top 12 of these cats right now going for the championship of the first NOMA Super Speedway Series League. Now, this is a track that I can't stand. I'm going to tell you flat out, I don't like it. It's the iracing one. They get one fast repair and green flag pit stops. It's going to get nasty. They go over 230 some mile an hour. All kinds of trouble is lurking here. You guys stick around after the anthem. We'll get the show on the road.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the praise, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled
Welcome back. NOMA Super Speedway, the iracing Super Speedway. There's 9 of the cats going for the points. The other 3 is going to be Mark Vega, Jay Stinson, and Mr. Cook. These cats right here are the ones that's got to stay out of trouble. And they got to score. They got to place well. Hey, we'll see how that's going to work out here in about 30 seconds as they get ready to head to the line. Welcome you guys out in YouTube. You got a driver you like, you want to say hello, unhook the plow, accelerators on the right, whatever you want to say, you tell me. I'll put it out here on the broadcast. I don't care. I don't live by none of them. All right, here we go. Row number 1, the 6. One of the MaxspeedTV drivers, Mr. Cody Nagels. Going for the championship as well. One of the top 12, and the 14 beside him in the top 12. Another one, Vicente Guerrero. Row 2, the 17, BK Anderson. And the 30 beside him, Carl Lingle. BK also is going for the championship too. Row 3, number 2, another champion contender along with the 29 beside him. We're talking about little bitty titty Taylor Tot Toller. Say that fast 3 times, will you? And the 29, Mr. Chris Akers. Row 4, 2 more contenders. The number 9, Mr. Jay Stinson, and the 18. Mark, I'm so glad my wife let me race tonight. Vega. Row number 5, the 195, Randy Bonomi, and the 37 of Joseph Fogg. Row 6 to 12, Matthew Ickinson, and the 85 of Brandon Berger. Row 7 to 23, Brad Sexton, and the 38, Mr. Garrett Velzy. Row 8 to 31, another chase contender, that will be Joey Hickox, and the 24 of Mr. Jason Miz. Row 9, another chase contender, both of them. The 99, the league owner, Robert Duvendak, and the 8 of Tommy Cook. Row 10 to 48, another contender, Mr. Andrew Schroeder, and a 13 beside him, Bobby Hart. Row 11 to 74, Jeff McCarter, and a 131 of Steve Hoppett. And that's it. We've got through them. Two things. Green flag pit stops. Fuel mileage. These are the cars. You can push the daylights out of them. It's not a big deal. You can push all you want. But what you cannot do is you can't let that puppy overheat. As they're going to bring him up to the line, being led by the 2 MaxspeedTV drivers, is going to lead them off right here. And it's green flag, baby. NOMA Super Speedway Series. Championship race number 1. Nagels right there leading the show. BK Anderson right behind him. Third place is going to be Tater Tot Toller. Vicente Guerrero, he's going to drop her back into that fourth. Now, in case when you watch my broadcast, you're going to notice right here, iRacing has not got any, we don't have any professional cameras set up or made, so basically we're stuck with the old iRacing cameras for this track. That's another reason why I hate it. But we'll deal with it. These guys got a long way to go. One fast repair, that's it, man. This track is wide enough you could probably go 4 and 5 wide. That's not the problem. The problem is when you're coming and going into those turns, and oh, we got trouble already. We got 3 laps in. And our first caution is going to come out and bite us. And it is somewhere, which is hard to find, especially when you don't have the good cameras. So bear with me on this. It will be tough. Take a look somewhere. Maybe I'll get lucky and we'll find it right here. As soon as I see a car spin, and there it is. Let's watch the 12. That's Matthew Eckerson, I do believe. We don't want that. What do we want? We want that one. Looks like the 85 is going to come right up and give him a little bump. That's Brandon Burr there. I don't know what. It's really bumpy on that bottom. And there you go. I can see it right now. Pushing where you shouldn't push. And you're pushing in the wrong spot. All right, watch right here. He hits him right here. You got to be square on that bumper if you're going to do any pushing. And they found that out the hard way. As you can see, he's going to gather up another individual there, looks like. But he'll be going in and getting himself a new ride. Duvendak, nowhere to go whatsoever. His plan was to hang out here in the back this whole entire time, let some laps wind down, so he can probably stay out of trouble. But as you can see right there, he drilled him head on. And they're all going to come into the pits, and why not? When you're going this fast, these cars, you can beat them to death. They're not like the trucks. If you breathe on them, they're gonna get loose on you. You can really beat these cars to death. But one thing you cannot do is you cannot push them unless you're square on that bumper. As they found out the hard way. They all come in. They're going to get some tires, they're getting fuel, and they're on their way back out. Now, Mr. Vega decided to stay out. Everybody else came in. But Mark decided to stay out. So there he is, your top 5 of the bunch. Vega, Nagels, Anderson, Toller, and Guerrero. Appreciate everybody out here watching us out on YouTube. Hit the like button for them if you would. Let them know you appreciate them. This track is something, I'm telling you. You can really get a really good jump on people, and you don't exactly run away either. You get a couple cars teamed up together, they can catch a 3 or 4 car tandem. And the speeds are right around 230 mile an hour plus. And that's also a recipe for disaster if you're pushing and you're not exactly square on that bumper. Now, it's hard to find out the guy in front of you if he's going to stay right where he's at right when you get up to hit him. Sometimes you get ready to push him and he'll dart one way or the other and he doesn't hold that line, and you'll barely touch him and send him flying, and that's what happened right there. Fast repairs, You only get one. The 131 right here. Mr. Hoppet, he's already had to use his. The 24 Jason Miz, he's coming back in at a little fuel top off. He had to use his fast repair in that last incident, obviously. So those two cats are all ready. And there's the 12, obviously, Matthew Erickson, I'm sorry. He had to use his fast repair. So you got 3 cats out here that's already on borrowed time. "79 laps of staying out of trouble. No problem. It can be done." Lights out on the pace truck. "22 people in this race tonight. 2 of them are 2 laps down. So we got 20 on the lead lap. 6 out of 85 in the book. 1 caution. Vega's going to take it on the bottles. Nagel will take it up on the top. Vicente Guerrero on the bottom will be pushing. BK Anderson will be the pusher up top. Let's listen to Vega as he goes through the gears. Watch him as he goes into this turn here. You're going to feel that bump. And it's at every turn. Right there. Three wide. Vega's still on the bottom. There's Nagels right there beside him. And he's got the 29 of Chris Akers right there in tow. Nagels drops down to the bottom to take a little bit of that momentum in that bottom line with him. Joey Hickox in a 31 machine, the AG Solar, which, by the way, this league teamed up with them. Vega goes back up top. He hooks up with Akers in the 29. I'm going to tell you right now, if you've got that 29 machine in your rearview mirror, then you should have a smile from ear to ear. Because that guy loves to push. Period. Hello, Nancy, and hello, Michelle. Talking to the moms of the drivers out here. They like to hang out with YouTube, keep me on my toes. Sometimes keep me awake. Patrick Bowers is hollering, go 18. And we're talking about Mr. Vega there on the outside here with Akers behind him in tow. A lot of banking in this super speedway track, I'm telling you. Of course it should be. How fast are they going? Oh, let me show you. Let me get the right one here. There you go. 240 mile an hour. That's pretty quick. Vicente Guerrero is going to be out leading them right now. The teammate behind him, Nagel's pushing. And we got ourselves a caution. And I'm thinking, I'm looking, and it looks like the 85 is spun down. Now, why, we don't know, but we shall find out. Take a look right in here, see what happens. It's somewhere in here. He might have got just involved in something. I don't know. Let me see. Get rid of some of this telemetry here. You can see the Duvendak is behind the 85. And he's creeping up on him. And I just may have to speed it up a little bit right here. Oh, there's what it was. Remember me telling you about that roof, that bottom, when you go on the turn? Looks like Mr. Stinson, Jay Stinson, got bit by that little turn, that bump in the turn. Watch it right here. We'll slow it down. Right there, that bump comes and it catches him. Takes him right up, and he's got to nail the 85 right there. Brandon. Now, Duvendak, right now he's got a butt pucker factor of about 9. And look how he cleared that 85. I mean, just cleared it. Now he's concerned about everybody else, if he's going to get ran over or not. The 30 does a really good job staying off of him right there. Now these guys need to start slowing down quickly or it's going to get nasty. And Stinson's still trying to hang on with everything he's got, sprint carring it around there. He done a really good job watching, just staying right there, trying to stay out of everybody's way. That was impressive, to say the least. All right, run it back, and we're going to go with Duvendak in the 99 because, well, I don't want to watch these guys go to the pits. It's boring. Duvendak's already scared to death. He just missed one incident. Now watch this. We're going to ride with him. Now, how's that for a pucker? So he done a great job missing that. All right, let's see it. 2 cautions, 5 lead changes. 12 laps completed. You're wanting to know who's out front. Guerrero and Nagels, Chris Akers, 4th BK Anderson, and Duvendak. That's your top 5 cats right there. And let me see if I can find him. It's a hard guy to get a hold of. There he is. How about you, Mr. Duvendak? Bobby in the booth, you got me.
Hey, Bobby, how you doing?
I got to ask you, since this is the second incident, what was the pucker rating on that second caution when you were literally missing cars by inches?
I tell you what, when I get done with this race, I got to go ask my wife to find that golden horseshoe I shoved up my ass right now because I got pretty lucky in both those wrecks.
I'll tell you what, that second one, I don't know how you missed both of those guys, but it couldn't have been but by inches, I think.
Yeah, I would say maybe smaller than inches. It was that close. It was pretty wild. I had guys spinning in front of me on my side. I think I had one just missed clipping me in the rear too. So
I will give Stenson some credit, man. He kept that thing sideways all the way around that track without hitting anybody. That was impressive.
I didn't see that. I'll have to go look at that. I just saw a couple guys in front of me sideways, and I just kind of held the steering wheel as hard as I could and straight as I could, and hope they moved. And luckily they did.
Well, you take care, bud, and we're already watching you. And remember, you only get one fast repair. Rub the hell out of that rabbit's foot or whatever you got because it's working.
Man, I tell you what, I'm playing with house money with this first car already, so we're going to go for the stage here.
All right, good luck later.
See you.
Oh, by the way, what are the stages in this race?
20 and 40.
All right, thanks, bye. I plumb forgot about the stage thing. Some I broadcast do stages, some do not do stages. So they're trying to hang out for the first stage at 20. Right now, you got the MaxspeedTV front line right here. Nagels and Guerrero. Vicente Guerrero. And right behind them, My opinion, these two cats that are behind each one of these guys, they can push. And I'm talking about Chris Akers and BK Anderson. They love to push, and they're good at it. Some of the spoilers that I think you got to watch out for, well, there's about a dozen of them out here. There's a lot of guys out here that can get the job done. Duvendak, Hickox, Tater Tot Toller, Schroeder, Velzy. Don't forget Jason Miz, Stenson, even though he was caught up in one incident. I mean, there's a lot of guys. Now, Mark Vega is out. And he was one of the 12 guys fighting in the championship. He is gone, see you bye. Not sure if he got disconnected, or what happened, but I'm not even seeing him in the room here, so that's not good. All right, we'll get ready to fire him back up here. And like I said earlier, 2 cautions right now, 5 lead changes. And again, I apologize for, in my opinion, the crappy cameras, but they are iRacing cameras. They're not my setup ones. One of the reasons why I do not like this track, because I can't really get the camera work that I like to have. You're stuck with just a few views. Well, I'll give you everything I got tonight. We'll try to figure it out and watch the whole thing the best we can. Hope everybody's had a good Monday. If not, it'll be better now because you're here hanging with us. Nancy's telling her boys there, the 31 and a 13. Drive smart. We got a long way to go, and you're right. As the old Smokey and the Bandit movie says, a long way to go and a short time to get there. Vicente down on the bottom with Akers right in tow doing the pushing. Riding around with Akers. Like I told you before, the man loves to push. And believe you me, he can do her. Gives him a little bump right there in the turn. He gets off of it. When he comes back up out of the turn, he's going to be right back up on that bumper. Just like so. I'm going to imagine the guys are going to start settling down somewhat because we got a long way in this race. Some of these cats have had to use the fast repair already. Vicente Guerrero in the 14 machine. Peeking out at about 240 mile an hour. Mark Vega says his computer has just crashed out on him. Well, I'll say it for you, Mark. That just sucks. I think these guys are going to settle down a little bit right now. When you only have one fast repair in a race like this, you get a little nervous. Duvendak rubbing the absolute crap out of his rabbit's foot, and it's showing tonight. Now he's up here at a 3rd spot. I think he thinks if I stay up front, I might live a little longer. I don't know. Tater Tot Toller in the number 2 ride. There he sits in the 4th place with Joey Hickox. He's actually 5th right now. And of course, BK Anderson in the Cheerios machine. He's back here in the 10th spot. Mr. Schroeder working his way up on that high line. Stenson riding back here in the back a little bit, hopefully to stay out of all kinds of trouble. He does have his fast repair yet he can use. No big deal right there. And you can see right here, they've lost the draft to these guys. But they're still okay. This is a long, huge track. Some guys want to play it smart and hang way back in the back. Other ones want to stay way up front and try to get what I call the rocking chair. Of course, we all know what that is. That's the first car on the inside line. You are as safe as in your mama's arms. Or you're supposed to be anyway. And I will say, the guy that's leading the race out here, he's going to use the most fuel too. That's just the way it is. .244 mile an hour now, Guerrero. And you think you got time to react? You do not have no time at all to react. You are flying. And you can see them widen themselves out, going 3 wide. And guess what? They made it to the first stage, and that winner's going to be, I believe, Mr. Chris Akers in the 29. So now everybody's going to come in, grab tires and grab fuel, be on their way again. Chris Akers, your stage number 1 winner. Everybody out in YouTube, who do you want me to interview? Let's try that. I'll see if I can get a better picture here, maybe. There they are. Hopefully they'll be coming into pit road, all of them. Wow! Not quite sure what the heck that was all about. Let me go back here and watch this one. You got to be kidding me, right? Something happened right here, and I'm not sure what it was. And there it is. That, my friend, is 120% pure intentional. Gotta be, because they've been under caution for quite a while. As you can see it. If that's not intentional, I don't know what is. That's just my take on it. You guys have your own opinion, but I try to call it like I see it. But flat out, I don't quite understand this deal. Watch him. He's coming right up on him, and he tags him. No love lost, apparently, between these two cats, but I'm going to tell you what, that's not going to fly. They don't put up with that. And you know what? I think I found out who I want to interview. Michelle, you want me to interview the stage? Well, you know what? I think right now I'm going to interview the guy that just got turned. Just for the fact I know he's got to be fuming. Cody, Bobby in the booth, you want to explain to me what in the hell just happened?
I wish I could, man. I don't know why I got ran over.
Yep.
And got very hard. Thankfully, it was only 12 seconds of optional. Could have been a lot worse, but front of my car didn't touch anything, so I'll take that as a saving grace.
Yeah. from watching the replay, you got ran over, plain and simple.
Yep.
Under caution for quite a while. Really no reason for that. But
Yep. No excuse for it, but
yeah, that's just something to keep in the back of your mind, I'm sure.
yep. I don't want to try not to make enemies out here, but I'll just try to forget about it and move on, and hopefully it doesn't affect my race.
Yeah, your car looks pretty good. No big deal. You haven't had to use a fast repair. I think you're going to be just fine.
Well, I appreciate it. How's the damage in the back of the car look? I heard I'm pushed in the center a little bit.
You know what? That's the best place to be pushed in. If you're going to be pushed in the center, because your left and right outers is perfectly fine, and they can still push you down the track.
Cool. Perfect.
So, I'm going to let you go. Good luck. And, well, now I'm going to assume you got a fire lit under your butt, so.
Oh, yeah. I got woke up there.
All right. We'll talk to you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Ouchie mama. The guys are going to come in and they're going to top off a little bit more. You can see them right here. Some will come in and some will stay out. Oh, wow. Nathan Aldridge, talk to me, my friend. You don't think that was intentional one single bit after they were under caution for pretty near a whole entire lap and he got ran over? Please explain to me. I would love to hear it, what your take is on that one. Feel free. Oh, this is a funny guy. Sounds like another keyboard warrior in here, folks. That's okay. You know what? Because the broadcaster actually has the ability to do certain things. And we'll start out with this one. Or better yet, we can just do this. That'll take care of it. Well, here we go. Let's try it again. That's going to be 3 cautions, by the way, just to let you know. Back to green flag. Randy Bonomi, I believe is the last name. The 195, he's going to lead him down right here. That's going to bring out a caution. And it does. Well, let's see what happened there. Let's see who else I could possibly make mad out here watching, right? Maybe we'll figure this one out. Like I say, the cameras aren't the greatest. But we'll try it. Take a look at Carl Lingle right there in the 30 machine. I don't know what happened, but I know he's involved in it. So we'll find out right here. Looks like he's heading up the track and the 85 is heading down the track. So my opinion is both 2 cats are going for the same piece of real estate. And that's how that happened. And Duvendak is not going to hide from that one. He drilled him head on. BK Anderson's involved in it as well. So we gotta have a lot of them come in and end up using their fast repair on this deal. And you're right, Nancy. The pace truck looks like it's gonna roll over every time he pulls in. But you know what else I'm thinking about? The way things is going tonight, it's a possibility that race truck might be leading the most laps of the race. So far, he's led 8 or 9 of them. And we're gonna let a couple of these guys take off and go through. One of them's gonna get their lap back right there, and I think, I'm not positive who that was. And the rest of these guys are in here in the pits coming out. You can see that front end damage on the 99 of Duvendak. If I can get it in close enough, there it is. Now he's probably going to try his best to get that thing fixed in the pits and not use his fast repair. And I kind of don't blame him. The way things is going, I think if you can sell a fast repair, you can make a fortune. There's your top 5. Bonomi, Hickox, Guerrero, Cook, and Akers. And welcome everybody on YouTube hanging out. Appreciate it. Doing our best right here with what we got, kind of. Appreciate everybody out there watching these guys. And for the one guy, well, he's no longer in here. He went bye-bye. Bobby doesn't play well with others, in case you haven't noticed, especially when they're going to be what I would call a butthead. We're out here to have a good time. Nagels, I don't have any class, my friend, if that's what you mean. I'm just me. I don't know what I'm going to say from 1 second to the next. And I really don't care who I make mad. I try to broadcast the best I can. If you don't like it, sorry about your luck. There's always tomorrow. But I love talking to the guys, his parents, and brothers and sisters, and everybody else that's in YouTube that races. That's a lot of fun. Kind of a close-knit family. Have a good time. And we don't like no outsiders coming in running their mouth. So I do what I do. Bye-bye. Four cautions so far. 28 laps in the books. Ouch. I still say watch out. The pace car might lead the most laps tonight. It's a shame about Vega's computer going out. He was also in this chase right here. Now there is quite a few races to go yet. I mean, I think we've got, I'll have to look up here if I can. See exactly what these guys have. Yeah, they still have quite a few races to go here for this championship chase. I think they got like 6 or 7 more races, so there's plenty of time for Mr. Vega to get back. Back to green flag racing, away we go. Bonomi on the bottom, Guerrero up top. BK Anderson doing the pushing on the top. Down in the bottom, we haven't heard nothing from him. He's been real quiet, but he's not quiet now. I'm talking about Joseph Fogg in the 37 machine. He started 10th. Now, over half the field has used their fast repair already, so they are what I call on borrowed time. They got to do their best to stay out of trouble. Because in a super speedway race, you got to have your fenders at least somewhat kind of straight. Aerodynamics is the utmost importance. And I think somebody forgot to tell some of these guys out here. Because I think there's a few of them running no front ends. Let's see if I can figure it out who it is. Either that or I'm crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm nuts. But I thought somebody wasn't running the front end. Yeah, I'm right. I see him back there. Single file all the way around. Now these boys might want to play nice. Akers right there behind BK Anderson. And in case you're wondering, about 241 mile an hour roughly. You want to know who's led the laps? There it is on your left side. Now look, the 14 has led 11 laps. He's led the most laps so far, it says. And if you look real quick, there's been 10 caution laps. So the pace truck, he's got a good chance to lead the most laps of this race. We'll find out. But it looks like they're going to stay single file perhaps for a while. They've realized duking it out early is not going to work. And I'm already hearing some banging and beating going on, but so far everything looks pretty good, I think. Velzy working his way up. Now, we got a couple different clusters, if you will, running. If you look back here, you got these guys, Tommy Cook, Saxton, Tater Tot Toller's by himself, and he's currently 15th. Now, Tater Tot, he got a ways to go, but he's on the lead lap. The last car on the lead lap, as a matter of fact. I kind of thought this cat fell off the face of the earth, but apparently he's back. That's not a problem. He can hop on another channel, come back in again if he wants. I got that button all night. Anderson up top. '29 Chris Akers doing the pushing. Just to fill you guys in, as BK decides to drop back up on that high side, the cat that I've been getting rid of, that Nathan Aldridge, I remember him back from a couple of league or so last season or whatever. He was such a troublemaker that I literally told him he goes or I quit broadcasting, so that tells you how bad he was. But he's come back to say hi to me, and I'm fine with that because I got that little button I can push all night long. Akers leading the show right now, and he's got BK doing the pushing with him. They traded off a little bit, probably to cool down the motors. Still running single file, these guys. So some of these guys still got a ways to go. Poor Tater Tot, he back here by himself. Now these four guys right here, they hook up together and stay together. They should be able to stay on the lead lap. Now remember, I do believe that second stage is going to come up at lap 40. Vicente Guerrero sitting there in third, doing a good job. Now, Randy Bonomi's doing great. He started ninth. Joseph Fogg is currently in the fifth spot. Schroeder in the 48. He is currently sixth. Trying to figure out who, but somebody in this pack. Mr. Velzy there, he's disappeared a couple times on us. Hopefully he has no internet issues. But he's hanging in the top 10 right here. And he just disappeared on us again. Hopefully he'll that'll get worked out and he won't have to worry about it. Still a long way to go in this race yet. We got a couple of them going to come in and top off on the fuel early. And one of them's going to be Joey Hickox, and of course I think the 195 Bonomi's right there. And the 13 followed him with them, and that's Bobby Hart. So some of these guys came in early. And Mr. Akers is looking to double down, possibly on 2 stage wins here. BK's wanting it. Akers is going to try to block him, but he can't block him. Now they touch. And now they're going to wreck each other. So going for the stage win is going to take out a few fellas. And Vicente Guerrero is going to be the one that's going to take that stage. And maybe, if I can back it up a little bit right here, they were going for the line for the stage is what it was, what they were doing. But unfortunately, I think they kind of ran over each other. And I might be able to show it here possibly. Let's try it nice and slow right here. Get rid of the banner. To me, it looks like, I don't know, could be wrong, but it's a possibility. 17's coming up. He's got some, BK, he's got a little bit of momentum going. He's got some cars behind him. So here he comes onto the bottom right here. And by the way that I'm looking at this, if I can see it properly, it almost looks like, And I can't tell. It almost looks like to me BK might have came up to try to get that side draft. And that would slow Akers down. And unfortunately, they end up touching each other. As you can see, it doesn't work out very well at all. And they're going to come back in. They're going to get drilled a few more times. He almost goes over, but I don't think he did, so. Pucker factor wasn't too bad there. But what is bad is this. He's had to use his fast repair. You just seen it right there. A lot of these guys are on borrowed time. Now I'm thinking, let's see, Bobby. Let me take a look for Bobby here. He's not looking too bad. Now the damage is not a big deal if that's what you're asking on Bobby. He's bumped in right here, but here and here he's fine. And that's where you need to be fine in order to be pushed. So he's going to be just fine right there. No big deal for him. And he also has his fast repair still. And you see a lot of these guys coming in, they're going to get worked on, and they're not going to use the fast repair. The ones that should won't do it. They're going to hold off as long as they possibly can. Gotta have to agree with you there, Rudd. Grand Prix, it's what it looked like. Kind of looked like. I think BK was trying to get right up on his door and try to side draft him and kind of slow him down. And I think he just got a little too close. Ended up tapping him, and they both went. Race summary one more time. 5 cautions. 12 laps. The pace truck has led. Kind of impressive. They keep this up, they're going to have to bring the pace truck in, Nancy, and give it an oil change. I'm not sure. So your top 5 is going to be Guerrero, Schroeder, Velzy, Fogg, and Hickox. Now, I will say, going back to that first incident, there with the 48 machine of Schroeder hit Nagels in the back under caution. Now, it's a possibility he was reaching to get a drink or something or another and looked up and, uh-oh, too late. It's happened before. But just from what I see on the track, that's how I call them. But I could be wrong. And I'll have to say, somebody out here, they asked if that might have been intentional or not with BK there, the 17 and the 29 of Akers. I'm not going to say that was intentional for the simple fact that if it was intentional, he could have spun him and not hurt himself at all. He just gently got beside him to try to side draft him to pull him back so he would lose momentum. It's a maneuver that everybody does in super speedway. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. And believe it or not, sometimes iRacing's net code will kick in and they'll say, oh, you two are too close. I'm going to make you wreck because I think you're going to wreck anyway. So luckily there was no net code in anything tonight. I'd have done the same thing. I would have got as close as I could to him and pulled him backwards. You're in the championship points right here. You do everything you can to get points, and this league has stages. He just got a little bit too close, that's all. That's racing. And I'm pretty sure two cats don't want to take each other out that are fighting for the championship. So Guerrero's on the bottom. The 38 of Garrett Velzy will be up top. Joseph Fogg, he will be the Number 37, he's going to be in 3rd place. Joey Hickox will be 4th. Tater Tot Toller working his way back up 5th. Chris Akers now is 6th. Nagel 7th. Tommy Cook 8th. Raymond Bonomi 9th. And BK Anderson will be back in the 10th spot. Back to green flag racing we go. Velzy got a great jump, and he's out here by himself, but he's going to be a sitting duck if all these cats hook up together. Because they'll go right around him. They decided to stay behind him. Gonna push him around a little bit. Whoa, up against the wall. That's gonna leave a mark, and I'm not quite sure who that was. Well, there you have it. Remember me telling you guys that it's a possibility that he was getting a drink or looking down or doing something. He looked up and ran him over by accident. I told you guys that could happen. Not necessarily what you see is the truth all the time. Just you say what you see, and he just got right on there, right there, and he just told us what happened. I didn't think it was. I know there's some blood loss between the number 6 and the 48 in the past, but they're both stand-up individuals, and there had to be a reason for it. I kept saying it in the back of my mind, and there you have it. Mr. Schroeder got on here, and he told us exactly what happened, so that's a great thing to hear. I sit corrected. But when you watch the replay, you'd think the same thing, obviously. Now, sometimes things happen. Sometimes wheels actually come off. If I'm not mistaken, I think Schroeder had a problem last week racing. I think his wheel turned off. So things can happen. But boy, Hickox in the lead down at the bottom, and he's got Akers right there pushing him. Doing a good job. They're actually got about a 2-car length out on him. Velzia dropped back in here in the 4th spot. Well, actually, it'll be the 3rd because the number 12 machine is going to be, I believe, 2 laps down. So Matthew Erickson's trying to get one of his lap backs the hard way. He's trying to white knuckle ride it around here, race his way back. Mr. Schroeder, he is going to be in. Duvendak is in. I think Duvendak, actually, I'm looking here, yep. I'm not sure. He just might just said the heck with it. Because he's got a fast repair and he's not used it yet. So I'm a little confused on that. Hickox still out front. Akers doing the pushing. Velzy hanging on, and 3rd and 4th is going to be Vicente. Joseph Fogg in the 37 is currently going to be 5th. And there he is. Nagels is at 6th. Tommy Cook right there. 7th, BK Anderson. He's in the 8th. And Brad Sexton wants it. And he's going to take it. Tater Tot Toller going to go around him on the bottom as well to take the 9th spot. Hickox has led 4 laps. And boy, you can see the damage right there. If I get a little closer, there it is. You can see that spoiler kind of bent up a little bit as well. But like I've said a lot of times, no big deal, because there, right there, and right there is even. Only in here is where it's dented. That's not going to hurt a thing when it comes to pushing. Now, who's left the building? Jay Stinson is no longer with us. Jason Miz is no longer with us. Steve Hoppett and Mark Vega. If I can remember correctly, the last time we were here at Super Speedway with the NOMA boys, Hickox was really strong. I think he really likes this track. If not, he should. Oh, we got trouble now. That's going to bring out the caution, I do believe. And I really don't know who, what, where these guys travel so fast. So we're just going to have to kind of back here, play it by ear a little bit. Try to see where this mess started. I don't know. It's hard to find. Might be up in here somewhere. I don't know. Let me first see if I can see some smoke, and we'll try to dial it in for you. Oh, there it is. I do believe Mr. Velzy is being turned up here. Let's see what happened. Remember that bump I was telling you about? It gets nasty. Well, let's take a look. You guys can determine it for yourself. Not sure. I don't think Velzy realized that Guerrero had his nose down there underneath him, if you want to know the truth. You can see him, he coming right up. Try to stick it in right there. 2 guys going for the same piece of real estate, obviously. But Velzy's got to pay the price. He's going to come up and smash that side wall. And Nagels, once again, he's going to get caught up in it. BK Anderson's going to get caught up in it. The 74, Jeff McCarter, he's caught up in it. But anyway, that brings out another caution, and that brings them all back into the pits. I think if Nagels had about a dozen or so of the rabbit's foot or whatnot, and he rubbed the hair off of him, I don't think it'd help him tonight. He's had some bad luck. Wrong place at the right time stuff. They all come in, now they're going to come out. Vicente is going to lead them out the door. Hickox is going to be second. BK Anderson's going to be third. Randy Bonomi fourth, looks like fifth. Tater Tot Toller. Nagels is going to be a lap down, getting some work done. And he's already used his fast repair, so he's on borrowed time. Not looking good for him so far in this first championship race. Along with Mr. Duvendak, he's the same way. He's still sitting there. All right, let's do a race summary. 6 cautions, 15 laps, 14 lead changes. Be ordering a pizza here. This continues the way it is. Your truck's going to lead a total of probably 17 laps at least. The pace truck will, before we go green flagging. looks like Mr. Guerrero's going to lead the most laps here. But right now, if you're keeping tabs, the pace truck has actually got more laps than the leading car does. For inquiry minds who want to know. If you guys are looking to get into the league, NOMA Super Speedway Series, hook them up. Check them out. Fixed setup, super speedway tracks. Hey, good bunch of guys. No different than any other league. They race hard, they have fun. Tempers might flare a little bit now and then, but you know what? They all realize it's just a simulator. I can't say the word game because they'll have a bounty out on my head. But they are a good bunch of guys here. Check them out. You got two leagues you can check out. You check out the NOMA. And also check out the AG Solar Solutions. That's another league. These two teamed up together. They're on Saturday nights. These guys here obviously are on Monday, and I can't remember what the other night is. I think it might be a Tuesday night. They have another league, the NOMA guys do. It's not a super speedway league. But anyway, Vicente Guerrero. He's going to be leading them along with Mr. BK Anderson. Up top is your top five. And here we go, back to green flag racing. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the freaking hobbies. That's what my wife says, that's what I go by. Perhaps I have too many. Retirement could be in the future, who knows? Guerrero on the bottom, being pushed by the 195 of Mr. Bunomi. He's led 5 laps. Guy's peeking his head out and taking a look. Back here, Tater Tot Toller. And the number 2 machine. He's working his way up. Out of the top 5, Joey Hickox is the only one out of the top 5 right now that has not used his fast repair. So he's sitting pretty right there. As he takes to the top line. Riding on the roof of BK Anderson. Everybody's staying on the bottom, it looks like. Just a couple guys up there on that second line. That's why they're not going anywhere. Appreciate everybody that's hit the like button. These guys will appreciate it. And I could probably almost guess I have a dislike. That's all right. Don't think I'll lose a minute's sleep over it. Or seconds, I should say. Wow, 195 comes up and touches Hickox. That might be a butt pucker moment right there on the Richter scale. That could be probably about a good 7 at these speeds. But man, he did a great job controlling it right there. And he did almost stuck them both out. But he did a really good job containing that. It's setting back here a little bit. Put him back in the 9th spot. He's got to work his way back up. Hickox is saying, I think you guys are jealous because I've not used my fast repair yet. Y'all want me to use it. No. There's Mr. Akers. Riding right here with him. Oh, right there. What camera work, huh? Trouble way up front. You can hear him. He just blew his motor. It went kaboomy. So something bad happened up front. Real bad. Let's see if I can find it. Oops, let's try it right here. Not sure where all the trouble began, but it's somewhere in these top 4 or 5. So we'll keep it down nice and slow right here till we figure it out. We've got time. And there's the problem. The 74, for some reason, I have no idea why. And maybe I'll get yelled at for saying it, but I'm going to have to say this, but, well, because why? Because I say what I speak, what's on my mind, I say it. But he kind of did a boneheaded move by pulling up onto the track in front of the field. And that's what brought that caution out. And no, sir, I have no reason to buy Twitter. No, thank you. I'm still in the mix of buying my first airplane. So Twitter, now, ha. But thanks for the suggestion. The boys are all coming in now. They will get topped off new tires and fixed and new skin and new fenders and everything else they can think of with every bit of time they've got to do it. But Joseph is going to bring him down. As they work their way out, it will be Mr. Tater Tot Toller leading the show here. And for inquiring minds, so far the pace truck has led 16, well, it'd be 18 actually, caution laps. So he's led 18 laps in this race. Tater Tot Toller, he'll be number 1. Carl Lingle in the 30 would be 2. Mr. Bonami 3, Tammy Cook 4th. Joey Hickox is going to come out 5th. Brad Sexton 6th. Vicente Guerrero 7th. 8th. BK Anderson 9th. Joseph Fogg and Matthew Erickson 10th. Jeff, I've got to tell you, when you're way down on the bottom of that apron, I understand, man. That transition back up onto that track, it sucks. It is bumpy, it's rough, it'll grab you, and it will throw you. Even the best make rookie mistakes. What makes you not a rookie is owning up to it. So in my opinion, you're a stand-up fella. Nobody's perfect except the good Lord above. Perhaps my wife, if you asked her, I suppose. But anyway, Mr. Linkle's going to be on the bottom, the 195. Mr. Bunami, or Bonomi, I should say. I'm sorry. I keep wanting to say Tsunami. I don't know. But anyway, he's going to be up top. Mr. Hickox is going to be third right there. Now, the number 12, he's still 2 laps down. And he's going to try to get his 2 laps back. He's going to race his way back. Now, he's only 1 lap down. No, I'm sorry, he's 2. He's going to try to race his way back here, maybe get one of them back right here when they go green flag, when they do. So, who's all on the lead lap? That's simple. 9 cars. That's it. So the 2 moms that are out here, or actually, yeah, the 2 moms that are out here that I'm aware of, Michelle for BK Anderson, and I'm pretty sure Nancy's still out here for Mr. Hickox. Here in about another 10 laps, as we go green flag racing again, is when your nervousness is gonna go skyrocketing. Lingle's going to lead him down with Hickox right there behind him. Tater Tot Toller's going to be in third. Now, Tommy Cook, another chase contender. He has been quiet as a mouse all night long. There he is down on the bottom. How many's actually having a blast out there, huh? Admit it, it's good racing. I don't care how many cautions come out. It makes it fun. I'd never want to watch a race without a caution. I'd be asleep. Lingle. Carl trying to hang on. Hickox right there pushing. Here comes BK Anderson. He got him a little help. Now here's the thing. Mr. Duvendak is back. 30 laps down. Not sure what happened to him. He had a fast repair he could use, but he didn't. Might have had some issues at home with the kids or anything. You know, you just don't know what his deal was. But nice to see him back out here. And I can guarantee you he's going to pick a buddy and he's going to try to help him. But some of these guys out here, and I know for a fact that Duvendak has probably won more championship than I have underwear in the top drawer in my dresser. Not as many socks. Everybody has a ton of those. But Duvendak will be out here to help somebody. Guarantee it. Hickox staying right there in that second spot. And you can see Duvendak taking a peek right here. Again, there's the 12. Iracing, hoping to get one of his laps back. All he has to do is get 2 of them back, and he's on the lead lap with 19 to go. He's still in this. And are we going to be done with cautions? I don't think so. Hickox and Brad Saxton. Those 2 guys have not used their fast repair, along with Mr. Bobby Hart. And he's sitting in there, and I'm not sure why. But technically, those 2 guys, or 3 guys, have not used their fast repairs. Everybody else is out here on borrowed time. Now Hickox won't use near as much fuel because your leader is the one that burns the most fuel up, and that will be Duvendak right there. So I'm pretty sure that's a real happy thing for Joey to see. Whoa, there we got a little trouble. The 17 and the 195 got together, it looks like. And that shall bring out another caution. Try to figure it out. We'll slow it down right here because I know something's going to happen bad. And there it is. Let's take a look. We'll slow her down. Saxton takes a run down on the bottom, it looks like, of Randy in the 195, and then he comes up and he just tags the 195 in the left rear quarter panel. Purposely or not, I doubt it. Probably a racing incident, but nevertheless, he hit him and spun him. And of course, I don't think the 195 even got into the 12, but I think we might see our first net code right here, perhaps. Let's see if he even touches him. Nope, he doesn't touch him. You see that distance right there? That distance never touched him a bit. But netcode said, I think we're going to wreck. I think we're going to hit together. So let's go ahead and continue on with the wreck. So that was our first netcode, and it happened to bite the number 12 machine right in the butt. Jeff, you're not the first one to make a rookie mistake in a race, and you're certainly not going to be the last. Don't worry about it. You did the stand-up thing. You owned up to it. And if they don't like it, tough. You did the right thing. That's all you can do, buddy. Shake it off, and you go on to the next race. All good. These are a good bunch of guys. They understand. As they all come into the pits, and man, look at the tore-up cars. They'll probably go faster now because they're less weight. And if I'm a betting man, 15 laps to go. Oh, so important. Who's going to come out here? And it's going to be Tater Tot Toller. Mr. Joey Hickox will be second. Third, Vicente Guerrero. Fourth, BK Anderson with no back end. Carl Lingle will be fifth. Tommy Cook in the 08 machine will be 6th. Sexton will be 7th. 8th, Bonomi. Joseph Fogg in the 37. He's in getting some work done. So now you got 8 cars on the lead lap tonight. Oh, let's see. Who can I pick on? Looking. Hey, Tater Tot Toller.
Happening, Bobby?
A little crazy out here tonight, bud.
Oh, tell me about it.
Well, you know what they say. If you can't race, you broadcast. That's what I was told earlier, so.
Yeah.
I guess I'll stay out of that mess, and I'll stay behind the mic. I think I'd like all that stuff going on. How about you?
I mean, you know, it's been quite peachy out here. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, not much of a disturbance tonight, but you know, who are we kidding? We're what, 15 wrecks deep now?
No, you're not that bad. But I will say one thing: it's a good chance the pace car is going to get the most points for the most laps led.
Yeah, definitely. I think the pace truck deserves, whoever's driving the pace truck tonight deserves those bonus points, because you know he's just doing a heck of a job just out here holding it down in the third lane. You know?
Well, if they continue leading these laps, they're going to have to bring it in for an oil change. I don't know.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Well, what do you think? You got to be able to keep these guys off of you for about 13 more laps?
We'll find out. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, we'll just ride it out. I mean, there ain't nothing better else you can do right now, but just kind of ride it out and wait, because it seems like each corner just holds it's just a closed door that you just have to open, and I mean, this track is just, taking it one turn at a time, literally, and you almost want to say take it one straightaway at a time as well, so who knows.
Well, good luck. We're going to be watching you and the fat and nerdy motorsports boys.
Yeah, it's me and Joey, or Joey,
Joey, yep, Joey Hickox.
No, not Joey Hickox.
Oh, no, who is it?
Jeez, I can't even think of my own teammate here.
That's terrible.
Joe Fogg. There he is.
There he is. Okay. Lord have mercy.
The 37 of Joe Fogg.
That's okay. I can barely remember what Discord I took you out of. But anyway, good luck. We're going to be watching you. Hopefully you can keep these boys behind you.
Oh, yeah. We'll see what happens.
All right. Let's talk to you later. As a pace truck almost wrecks and kills himself, like Nancy said earlier. Well, here we go. Back to the green flag. Tater Tot Toller's going to run him down. Vicente Guerrero's going to be in second. Joseph Fogg and Hickox right there. Mr. BK Anderson is in fifth. Vicente doing the pushing. BK having a rough way to go, but he's staying right there with him with absolutely no back end on that car whatsoever. Out of everybody it's on, the 8 cars that's on this lead lap, Tater Tot Toller, Vicente Guerrero, Hickox, BK Anderson, Tommy Cook, those guys are battling for the championship. And I'm trying to remember if there's anybody else. And that does appear to be the only ones up here in these top 5 or 6 guys. Toller, Guerrero, Hickox, and Tommy Cook, and BK Anderson. Those guys are doing the battling right here. 10 to go with the line. Duvendak up front. I don't know, he might be a little delusional. He might think he's back on the lead lap. But he's still 29 laps down. But I got a feeling Tic Tac Duvendak is going to be out here and he's going to help somebody for the win here. Lingo holding them off down on the bottom. This is when it gets a little hairy. That's when you cross everything. Your eyes, your legs, your fingers, anything else that you can cross for your driver. Patience gets thrown out the window here shortly. Saxon started 13th, and here he is second. He's been real quiet this whole race. And he ain't quiet anymore, because there he is pushing the leader right on his butt. Lingle started fourth. He's leading them around here. He's going to be making that car about 50 yards wide here in about another 8 laps. Or he's going to try. They're all staying single file for now. And who's going to pull out and who's going to go with them? Saxton is second. Tater Tot Toller third. Fourth, Vicente. Hickox is fifth. Tommy Cook sixth. We'll go down to the small recon. That way we don't miss anything. Saxton staying right there, man. Doing a great job pushing. Tater Tot right there in third. They're all waiting to see who's going to jump out first and who's going to go with who. Now remember, these guys would love to go for the win. They want the win. They want those points. But just like Nancy just said in YouTube, you got to use your head and look at the big picture. There's still several more races to go for this championship. You got to stay in it to win it. Tater Tot still hanging in third. Guerrero fourth. Fifth is Joey Hickox. Sixth, Tommy Cook. Bonomi back here, seventh. BK eighth. Joseph Fogg way back here, lost. So you've got a total of only 8 guys battling right here. That's it. Four to go at the line. The question on all these drivers' mind is who's going to pop out on that top line, who's going to make the first move, and who's going to go with them. Three to go at the line. Lingle hanging on, and he has got Brad Saxton in tow, and he has not moved off his bumper. I mean, literally not moved off his bumper. Brad's showing some good pushing skills. You see how he got off of him going to that turn for that bump? And he'll get right back up on him here. By him doing that, that's forcing Tater Tot right there to really work his butt off just to try to catch him. You see that gap in there between them. Guerrero needs to get up here and do a little help. As long as Saxton keeps doing what he's doing, keeping that bumper right there, it's going to make it a little tough for the number 2 Tater Tot, Mr. Toller, to do anything. I mean, look at these guys. There's about a 2-car piece of real estate between 2 and 3. And it's because of that pusher. And I'm going to tell you right now, if Lingle was able to win this and hold off his pusher, and you can watch him, he's starting to move around a little bit. But if Carl ends up winning this thing, I think he's going to have to get a box of candy and a dozen roses sent over to Brad Saxton because, man, look how far he's pushed these two guys out. He's taken basically the rest of these guys probably out of the play right here as we're getting ready right now to the white flag. Now, will he bring them all back into play if he tries to make a move on him? Yes, he will. You see Tater Tot closing in right now. The guy hung out to dry, Vicente, way up on the top. He's going to go nowhere by himself. A white flag. Now things is going to get ugly. He's trying to block. And when you block, you normally get turned. That's racing. That's what it's all about. Doing a good job right here. Cook fighting for third. Now they're going to bump each other a little bit. Now they're going to go out all the way side by side. Who's got the momentum? Right now, Saxton had the momentum, and guess what? He won it. That's going to be your winner, Saxton. Carl Engel will be second. Third, Vicente Guerrero. Fourth, Tommy Cook, Joey Hickox. That's your top five. BK Anderson came in seventh. Tater Tot came in eighth. Right here's your winner, Brad Sexton. What a move he made. Some good, clean racing right up there in front. Those two guys definitely good, respectable, clean racing. He did exactly what he had to do. He pushed those two cars out far enough where really nobody didn't have a whole lot of a wing and a prayer to catch him, really. But congratulations right here. It was, man, oh man, what a job he did. Brad Saxton's going to be your winner right here. The first race for the top 12 for the championship, the NOMA Super Speedway Series. Bobby with all the hobbies. We're going to be right back. Talk to three of these guys. In just a few minutes. Stick around if you like. As he would love to do a burnout for us. But the gears are so high in the iRacing Super Speedway, it's a little tough. But we'll be right back to talk to these guys right after this. Don't go anywhere.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane, press and hold your reset button, and we'll come and get you.
Oh, we're back, guys. You see it right here. The caution is out, instant replay. Well, let's just say we had a few cautions. We had 8 for 25 laps. And I'm going to tell you right now because I want to know how many laps led. We'll take a look right there. Vicente led 20 laps out of everybody in driver, that is. The pace car led 25 laps of the race. So your pace car is your winner. Oh, wow. Third place, Vicente, talk to me.
Hey, Bobby.
Nice job, buddy.
Thanks.
I'm impressed. Fighting like crazy, doing a great job for Max Speed, running your little heart out, looking good. But hey, came in third place. You're still in it, going for the championship. You got to be happy about that.
Yeah, I am. I just wanted to have a clean race. Other than that one, I don't know what happened there. The car drifted up and took me out. But I just want to have a clean, first chase race and get as much points as I can. So that was my goal for tonight.
Well, you did a good job. You came in third place. You started second. You led 20 laps. Congratulations. I'm sorry to have to tell you, but the pace truck beat you on the most laps led tonight.
It's all right. I'll get it next time.
All right, my friend. Who do you want to thank before I let you get out of here?
Well, Robert and the NOMA League. Really enjoy racing here. And also, there's a new sponsor that came on board with us. H&H Tractor Works. So want to thank them too for coming on and sponsoring this league.
It's a fun league.
And I can't forget about you, Bobby.
Oh yeah, you can. I don't care.
I'm gonna get you a win. I promise. I'll get you a win, bro.
Oh, one of you guys will. None of my team members, guys, if you're listening, none of my team members has actually got a win while I broadcasted. So maybe I'm bad luck for my own team. I don't know.
No, you're not. It just everything's got to fall in line, and just hopefully one of these races will get it.
All right, buddy. You take care, and I'll see you next week. All right.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Carl.
Yes,
talk
sir.
to me, son. I gotta tell you something, buddy. You and Saxton had the fastest laps of this whole entire race. You two, the last 10 laps, hooked up. And I mean, I thought for sure you was going to keep enough between you two and that third and fourth and fifth car that they couldn't even really come up and do anything to you guys towards the win at the end of it. You two really hooked up good together.
Well, I really have to give him a big thanks for that push those last 10 laps or so.
I made the comment, if he pushed you to the victory lane, you owed him a dozen roses and a box of candy because, man, that guy, he was pushing his heart out.
Well, I might have had to show up at the door with a little more than that then.
Yeah, I don't know. But, hey, fourth place, but you took second place. You started in fourth, doing a good job, showing your muscle out here tonight. You had to have had fun.
Oh, you know what? It's actually absolutely a fun race, and to bring it home is one thing, and for a second, I'll take that.
Oh, yeah, I know. There's a lot of people that don't like the iRacing Super Speedway at 240 mile an hour, and you got that stupid bump going into every turn. It's enough to throw you sideways and drive you nuts, especially at that speed. I know I don't like the track, but it's definitely it's a butt pucker factor of about an 8 when you go into the turns.
Well, especially at this track, at this track, you go through the quick repair really quick.
Oh, yeah, you do. And they only gave you 1 for the whole race. So, but anyway, congratulations on your second place finish. Who do you want to thank before I let you get out of here?
You know what? You got to thank Mr. Duvendak for putting all this together, and the people at H&H Tractor Works for sponsoring it.
Well, congratulations, my friend. Like I said, second place. Good job. We'll see you next week, all right?
Thanks a lot, man. I look forward to it.
All right, buddy. Oh, the man of the hour, the big kahuna, the guy that pushed like I haven't seen you and Akers in that 29. If you two ever got hooked up, I don't think anybody ever catches.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Chris wasn't an option there at the end. Old Carl was the only one in front of me, so I just went with him.
You did a heck of a job there, Brad. Quiet most of the night. And all of a sudden, here you are.
Yep, just trying to hold on to that fast repair, That's what it came down to. Look at how many guys were on the lead lap at the finish.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you. Not only that, but if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to look right down through here. There's only 3 guys that finished this race without having to use their fast repair. Well, 2 of them technically, because the other guys they got knocked out early. So yeah, 2 guys did not use their fast repair. Joey Hickox, he did not use his fast repair, and I believe Bobby Hart didn't use his fast repair. Everybody else was on borrowed time.
Yeah, I just had to use mine as that last caution came out because I was involved in that last incident. But that's really what it comes down to, is if you still got that fast repair left, you can race with a little bit of confidence. And once it's out the window, you really got to be careful with this track.
Well, congratulations, buddy. Nice job on the win, to say the least. Who do you want to thank for? I'll let you get out of here and finish out the work week. Yeah.
I gotta thank my teammate, the 08 Tommy Cook. I was working with him most of the night, trying to help him out because he's in the playoffs. But
Tommy did good. Tommy did good. He did real well. He finished 4th. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, super stoked for Tommy. I just wish I had been able to push him to the win, since unfortunately I'm not in the playoffs. So this win doesn't mean anything. But got to thank the guys. Got to thank you over at Max Speed for broadcasting. Got to thank Robert and NOMA, the league, for hosting the race. And we got a new sponsor, H&H Tractor Works. Really excited to have them on and appreciate their support.
Congratulations on your win, buddy. Way to finish up the first day of the work week of the week, a Monday, a win. We'll see you next week. See if you can double down and show these guys you might not be in the championship, but you're here to win it. You're here to win races.
That's right. I'm just here for checkered flags, so we're going to see how many I can take by the end
All right.
of it.
You be safe. Have a safe week, and I'll catch you next week. All right?
Yep, take care.
All righty. Your winner, Brad Sexton, right there. Boy, we had some fun. We had some drama. We had some incidents. We had some oopses. We had some rookie mistakes. We just had a little bit of everything. And that's what makes it fun. Thanks, everybody out on YouTube that hung out and messed around with me tonight. Appreciate all you guys. You all be safe. Have yourself a safe week until I see you next week. But the first race of the chase is in the books. You guys take care of yourselves. We'll see you. Till then, I'm out of here. Later.